How to find the perfect hotel for your next trip and ensure your stay is worth the price tag. Jennifer Garfinkel is an editor at Oyster.com. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So explain to us a little bit about what Oyster.com is and what you all do.
Sure. So we're a hotel review website. We go to every hotel in person, check it out up and down, every inch of the hotel. And while we're there, we're taking hundreds of photographs that we don't Photoshop. So you can come to our website and research and book, knowing that what you see on our site is what you'll really get when you arrive at your hotel.
And when you talk about this idea of not Photoshopping them and taking 100 pictures, because pictures really can be deceiving, especially on the websites.
Yeah, all too often we've just seen that the marketing pictures aren't exactly accurate. They're doing little tweaks here and there. So we're kind of the counterpoint to that, where you can come see the real images and see every part of the hotel.
This idea of the marketing, I was reading on the site that you say, beachfront isn't always beachfront. Well, how can that be?
Yeah, I think it's not just the marketing photos. It's also the marketing speak, as we like to call it, or the text that you'll see on the hotel websites. They just kind of exaggerate, and they'll say that they're near the beach or near downtown, but of course that's a relative term. It could be a 10-minute walk, a 30-minute walk. You just never really know.
During the course of our conversation, I see we are shuffling through some of the photos here. Some of the hotels that you have been to that you all really think are the top in the country.
Yes, these are photos of some of our favorite hotels.
And beginning with, can we go back to that first one, actually?
And these are photos of, these are the photos we've taken when we went there.
Okay. And what is it about these hotels that make them so perfect? Half Moon Jamaica.
Sure. Half Moon just has a gorgeous, gorgeous beach. It sits on a stretch of 7 Mile Beach. Just a top-notch hotel, amazing service. They bend over backwards, super friendly, great rooms. So it's great for families or couples. There's lots of activities for kids, swimming with the dolphins, things like that.
Tough job you have to go to all of these wonderful places. Okay, and the Bowery Hotel in New York City.
It's a great downtown hotel in New York. You can see in the photo, really shabby chic, as we like to call it. Really dark, great lobby bar. Rooms have really nice old-fashioned touches, such as brass antique fixtures. They have free bike rentals. Just a really, really fun downtown property. There's a great Italian restaurant attached to it.
And you can fit in them, because typically New York hotels are quite small in the rooms.
All the rooms in New York are pretty small, but Bowery has good rooms. They're really beautiful. They're really well done. Sunny and bright as well.
And the other thing that you say is to look at some of the extras that are in there. For example, free meals. They really do make a difference when you're looking at the overall price.
Yeah, I think that the hotel price is not just, when you're thinking about price, you have to think, what do I get for this? Mm-hmm. Is parking free? Is the internet free? Is, like you said, breakfast? So things like that. You want to keep those fees in mind.
And speaking of fees, there are hidden fees that I think you really do have to ask about. One of the things I was reading on your site is that if you have an extra child and you want a cot in there, well, boom, they raise the price of the room.
Some people don't know this, but beyond the second person in your room, they can charge for the third person, the fourth person. They can charge for rollaway beds, cots, like you said. And some resorts have what they call a nightly resort fee that they don't tell you about.
Wow.
So internet may be included in that, but it's just a resort fee every night that you have to pay, and that's getting more and more common.
What are the things that we should ask? Because I think typically I would say, okay, I'm just going to call the hotel and ask, do you have extra fees for this? What are some of the other key questions that we should be asking?
I think one example is we were talking about the terminology such as beachfront, things like that. I always suggest that people can call and just say, how long will it take me to walk to the beach? How long will it take me to walk to the Empire State Building? And of course, you can also use Google Maps for that and plug it in yourself and really take a look and see what the situation is going to be.
You've got your website. I know a lot of people really do their homework and they look on other websites where they might have some comments from people that have stayed there. But I know you warn, don't always trust those. Why is that?
I think that the user reviews should be taken with a grain of salt. They can sometimes be great, but you don't know who these people are. You don't know if they're anything like you. Right. And also sometimes hotels can go on and write those reviews themselves. So you really need to just be a smart consumer when you're looking at those comments.
Excellent. Well, you've sort of done our homework for us to help us find some great places across the country and internationally. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Jennifer Garfinkel, if you want to learn more, you can check out Oyster.com, or for a link, you can go to WGNTV.com/midday.